I had no role or involvement in that company whatsoever. Those words came from Diana Harshbarger, and that company was American Inhalation Medication Specialists, or AIMS. We've found that the claims were not 100% accurate.
The First District Congressional candidate and Kingsport pharmacist is the subject of attack ads saying she was involved in AIMS, a company whose actions by her husband, Robert Harshbarger, landed him a prison sentence for mislabeling Chinese-made drugs as American. State records show Diana Harshbarger was an officer, secretary, and a director of AIMS for more than a decade.
University of Tennessee business law professor Brian Crum said that officer position was one in which Harshbarger probably should have kept some tabs on AIMS activities.
When you have two professionals understanding the regulatory issues involved with compounding drugs, let's put it this way, if I was their lawyer, I wouldn't recommend a passive position like that for either of them.
Here's what we know. Robert Harshbarger was indicted in Kansas federal court in November 2012 and accused of selling mislabeled drugs for patients with end-stage kidney disease. Annual reports filed with the Tennessee Secretary of State's office show Diana was the company's secretary and a director since at least 2000. She and Robert were the company's only directors. Brian Crum said a spouse may be a secretary in a mom-and-pop small business and otherwise have minimal knowledge and involvement.
Can a corporate officer do things that are not in the knowledge of the directors or the board? Yes, they can. Just like husbands and wives can hide things from each other in personal relationships.
Diana was also listed as a shareholder and the driver of a company car in a lawsuit the Harshbargers filed in the late 1990s after Diana was injured in a car accident.
If she's not doing anything for the company and she's using a company car, is she declaring that as a benefit on her income taxes?
And Harshbarger's role as company secretary? Crum said it's a concern.
To me, it doesn't look good, especially when you're dealing with a profession that if you were going to be a secretary of the corporation, you would really want to take it seriously.
So, did Diana Harshbarger have anything to do with AIMS? Legally or factually, the answer appears to be yes. Whether she knew about any misdeeds or benefited financially and is buying campaign ads made possible by her family selling medicine from China, as claimed in one attack ad, can't be answered without more evidence than we could find.
The Harshbarger campaign did not respond to our request for comment today. In Johnson City, Jeff Keeling, News Channel 11.